Wouldn't it be cool if you could take any photograph and turn it into a piece of art? It's actually easier than you might think, and today we're going to show you how to do it. Hey there and welcome to Phlearn. My name is Aaron Nace, and today we're going to be using artificial intelligence in a new way. Now, traditionally when we make selections in Photoshop and then use AI to replace those selections are basically 100% selected, meaning it's going to replace 100% of that information. Now what we're going to show you is a way, instead of making 100% selected, will be like 70% selected or 80% selected. So a lot of the original information from that image is going to be retained and duplicated in the artificial intelligence, but interpreted in a new way. All right, let's jump into Photoshop and show you how to do it. So the first thing we need to do is get into quick mask mode. We're going to go right up here to where it says select and then down to edit in quick mask mode. Boom. Edit in quick mask mode. You can see our background is highlighted in red. That's how you know you're in quick mask mode. Now we're going to go to edit and then down to fill. Fantastic. Go ahead and choose a color here. And when your color picker pops up, you're going to go ahead all the way onto the left-hand side, right about there. You want your hue and your saturation to be 0. And your brightness, we're going to start with 20%. Now, here's how this works for this particular technique. The higher this number goes, so if I just go here and type in 50%, the higher this number goes, the more artistic interpretation it's going to have. The lower this number goes, the more fidelity to your original image you'll be able to retain. So we're going to start off with about 20%, which is going to retain a lot of the information of our image, but still give us a really beautiful effect. Okay, H0, S0, B20, hue, saturation, brightness. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and hit OK here and then OK. Now your image should look like this. It's time to get out of quick mask mode, which turns this into a selection. So we filled with a color at a brightness of 20. Now we're going to get out of quick mask mode and that's going to turn it into a selection. So simply go up here to select and then uncheck edit in quick mask mode. Boom. Now it doesn't look like we have anything selected, but we do. So now what we're going to do, we can see we have the option for Generative Fill. Let's go ahead and click there. And I'm going to type in watercolor painting. Fantastic. And click generate. Keeping in mind that it's going to keep a lot of my original information from my photograph and reinterpret that into a watercolor painting. And here we can see it's almost done. Boom. How cool is that? We have multiple different variations for our watercolor painting, and you can see they all look incredible. I think this one looks great. And just like any artificial intelligence in Photoshop, we can continue to click here on generate and make new options. So now that we understand that a little bit better, let's go ahead and try it again, this time making an oil painting. So first thing we're going to do is go to select and then down to edit in quick mask mode. Boom. We're going to go to edit and then down to fill. We're going to choose fill with a color, and our hue and saturation will be at 0 and the brightness will be at 20%. Let's go ahead and hit OK. Hit OK here, and now hit select and unable quick mask mode. Boom. So now that we have a selection, we are ready for generative fill. Go ahead and click on that, and we're just going to type in oil painting. There we go. Oil painting, and click on generate. So basically this is taking information from our original photograph and then reproducing it as an oil painting. And here we go. Look at these results. They're absolutely fantastic. Of course, we have a few different options. I like this one, nice and abstract. I find this technique works really well when you have like flowers and landscapes and things like that. You get a beautiful, beautiful result. So what happens if you want a more stylized version of your art? Well, let's go ahead and show you how to do that. Again, start with going to select, down to edit in quick mask mode. Beautiful. Now we're going to go to edit and then down here to fill. And this time we're going to choose a color, but instead of 0020, let's try 30. Okay. Keep in mind, the higher this number goes, the more abstract or the more artificial intelligence is going to take over. The lower the number, the more fidelity it's going to have to your original image. Okay, so higher number, more artificial intelligence, lower number, more your original photograph. Keep that in mind. Fantastic. So let's go 30, which is going to give us more AI. Let's hit OK here and OK. Fantastic. Now let's get out of quick mask mode. We're going to go to select, and then uncheck quick mask mode and click on generative fill. And I'm just going to type in painting here. Let's type in painting and click on generate. There we go. So keep in mind, we're going to have a little bit more artificial intelligence. It's not going to be as like true to our original image. It's going to be more stylized basically. And there we have our painting in a few different versions. And like, I gotta say, these look great. They still have a lot of the information from our original photo, but we definitely have cues from a new painting. And of course, you could type whatever you'd like in your prompt and continue to generate new responses. And now for our final example, let's get even more abstract. We'll go up to select and then down here to edit in quick mask mode, edit, and then down here to fill. And this time we're going to choose our color and we're going to go here. Let's try 40%. Fantastic. It's going to be more abstract, more artificial intelligence taking over. Okay. Okay. And then just get out of quick mask mode. Always remember to do that. Select and then uncheck quick mask mode. There we go. Let's click on generative fill and we'll just type in painting now and hit generate. And this is going to give us more of the artificial intelligence. It's going to have less detail from the original photograph, but we're going to get something a little bit more abstract. And here we go. I find this works really well with like landscapes and things like that. All right, almost done. And look at that, super abstract version of this image. If I zoom out here, I really like this. So you can still see it's taking cues from our original image, but we're getting a lot more of an abstract result. Now let's go ahead and compare this. I'm just going to make this invisible. We're going to try this one more time. Q for quick mask mode. All right, edit, and then let's go down to fill. And this time we're going to choose a color. And this time, let's go ahead and choose 10%. So 0, 0, 10%, this should include a lot more of our original image. Okay, select, get out of quick mask mode here. And now we're going to type in painting. So what we're going to see is a comparison between 10% and 40% and see how that affects the final image. And here's the final result. We can see it's much more similar to our original photograph. A few different options. All these are looking fantastic. Still looks like a painting, but let's go ahead and compare. This is what it looked like when we had our brightness was set to 40, and this is what we had when our brightness was set to 10. So if you want a little bit more of an abstract image, go ahead and increase that number. If you want more of your original photograph to come through, go ahead and decrease that number. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have fun turning your photographs into pieces of art. If you enjoyed this video, click on that big thumbs up. And if you want to get more free tutorials, click on subscribe. Thanks so much. I'll learn you later. Bye, everyone.